Greetings, you hive spine wolverines. I hope you're doing well. My name is Graham, and welcome to the Crack-a-Pack on LRRMTG Bloomburrow edition, where today I'm joined by Cameron.
Huh?
And Cameron's going to be opening this collector booster of Bloomburrow.
Ooh, very exciting.
Yeah.
All right. I'm kind of amped for this set.
I'm amped for it too, and at time of recording, not all the cards have been revealed, so this is doubly exciting.
Yeah. Ooh. The interior of the pack is foiled.
It's also foiled, yeah.
All right, so we have a extremely adorable rabbit token.
That's too cute for words. Now, typically, these are double-sided. It's a finch formation on the other side.
Good heavens.
A bird scout that when it enters end of clause, target creature you control gains flying until end of turn. We have achieved entering. No longer the battlefield.
Entered.
We have entered. All right, sweet.
First common. Nettleguard. For 1 and a white, you get a 3/1 mouse soldier, so a blade with upside. It has Valiant. Whenever Nettleguard becomes the target of a spell or ability you control for the first time each turn, it gets +0/+2 until end of turn. And for 1 and sacrifice Nettleguard, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Wow.
Oh wow, this does everything. It's got the fox, what's it, keening apparition, that thing, the sacrifice to kill something, to kill an artifact or enchantment, and then also Valiant. It's like a twist on heroic.
Yes, yeah. Only hits once per turn, but I mean, I'm not sure I love paying 1 for that. For the, otherwise you could just sacrifice the fox to disenchant something, but I mean, it's a blade. It'll swing in and then take out something annoying.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Thought Shucker.
That's great.
Yeah,
excellent
wow.
work.
Shout out to whoever named that one. What a satisfying set of words. Thought Shucker.
Stop shucking my thoughts.
A shot thucker. For 1 and a blue, you get a 1/3 rat rogue with Threshold. For 1 and a blue, put a +1/+1 counter on Thought Shucker and draw a card. Activate only if 7 or more cards are in your graveyard and only once. Okay.
Only once.
So it's kind of like monstrous.
Interesting.
Monstrosity? The Theros one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of
2/4 draw a card.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of Theros analogs here. Have they done that much on paper cards? I've seen the activate only once ability on alchemy stuff on Arena, but I haven't seen it much in paper.
Yeah, well, I remember seeing usually this clause has some kind of if this has no +1/+1 counters on it.
Yeah.
Right. So this is going to take a little bit of management. We'll see how it plays out. Next up, we have Starlit Soothsayer. For 2 and a black, you get a 2/2 Bat Cleric with flying. And at the beginning of your end step, if you gained or lost life this turn, surveil 1. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of him little face. The bats are great.
Oh, wow. He looks so happy to be surveilling 1.
Yeah. Check out what the stars are saying today.
Whee! Next up, we have 3-Tree Rootweaver. For 1 and a green, you get a 1/3 Mole Druid. Tap, add 1 mana of any color.
I'm going to be picking this one early and often.
Yep. It blocks well.
Yeah.
On turn 2, it's going to block and then power out that 6 mana Elk.
That card's going to be a big problem in Limited.
Yeah, I just know I'm going to see a green player pass with 6 mana up and just be like, well, better win not with attacking this turn.
Gonna get moosed.
Yep. 3-Tree Mascot. For 2 generic mana, you get a 2/1 Shapeshifter artifact creature. It is a changeling. With 1 generic mana, add 1 mana of any color. Activate only once each turn.
Huh.
Well, if you thought filtering creatures were too good, I have good news for you.
So the 3-Tree group,
Yeah.
band, Warren, seem to be into mana fixing.
Yeah, they do.
Probably because they got 3 trees.
Yeah, wow. Luxurious. I only, I stay at double trees normally, and 3 trees is just way outside my price range. So, I guess my dad is right. I'm even getting outclassed by moles.
In Double Tree, you get the free cookie.
Lilypad Village. It is a blue land. Tap to add generic. Tap to add blue. Spend this mana only to cast a creature spell. Blue, tap Surveil 2. Activate only if a bird, frog, otter, or rat enter the battlefield under your control this turn. Well, this seems extremely limited.
And extremely limited.
Yeah.
And also extremely wind in the willows.
Very.
Bird, frog, otter, and rat. No badger? That's amazing.
Bird, frog, otter, or rat. Are there... I guess there are a reasonable number of relevant birds?
Yeah. That's true. Or rats.
Yeah.
Rats are a supported archetype beyond Bloomburrow draft.
Yes, yeah. I guess maybe does Big Frog care about Surveil?
Oh, the Gitrog?
Yeah, the Gitrog monster.
Yeah, Gitrog likes having things in your graveyard, right? One of them does. One of them Gitrogs. There's several now.
Yeah. Maybe you can play Gitrog in a deck that plays blue. Bone Cache Overseer. For 1 black mana, you get a 1/1 Squirrel Warlock. Tap, pay 1 life, draw a card. Activate only if 3 or more cards left your graveyard this turn, or if you've sacrificed a food this turn.
Those are 2 very different ways to satisfy the same clause.
Yes, yeah. Okay, so if you've reanimated or, delved away 3 cards, then that seems relevant, sure. Like, there is that one white spell that we've seen previewed where you give a gift of letting your opponent draw a card, and then you can reanimate up to 3 creatures with CMC 2 or less.
Right. That card seems messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, okay. Interesting. Interesting. This intrigues me as to the play style of the limited environment.
It's incredibly metal also to wear a skull as a mask, like a skull of another squirrel. The squirrels around the squirrel are skeletons, but the squirrel itself is a warlock that's just wearing a different squirrel's skull as a mask.
Did that other squirrel have a category 5 noggin, or does this squirrel just have a very small head?
I was wondering that myself.
Next up, Playful Shove. Bullying. 1 in a red sorcery. Playful Shove deals 1 damage to any target. Draw a card. I was wondering how removal spells were going to look in this format, right? It's like, you've got Playful Shove. Maybe we'll get a Dismember reprint showing Mr. Hippity Hop, an anthropomorphized lop rabbit with a generalized anxiety disorder and a waistcoat.
I love it's Playful Shove, Loving Tackle, Bloody Evisceration.
Yeah.
There's,
Doomblade.
Where's the Rubicon where this turns into Watership Down?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, God. All right.
But, this, what was the equivalent of this in Eldraine? Flip a coin? Flick a coin?
Yeah. On it.
1 damage, draw a card.
And the Neonates Rush or something in Crimson Vow or Crimson Crimson Vow Midnight Hunt, that thing, that one I think was an instant, but it turns out they've made ways to make just dealing a mere 1 damage kind of relevant. Kills the Nettle Guard.
Yep.
And the 3-tree mascot, I think, and this Squirrel Warlock. There's a lot of things with 1 toughness.
Well, Bloomburrow is going to be a format with a high body count. We're going to be killing all kinds of woodland creatures in this format. Brambleguard Veteran. For 1 and 2 green, you get a 3/4 Raccoon Warrior. Okay, well, way above rate, apparently.
Sure.
Whenever you expend 4, raccoons you control get +1/+1 and gain vigilance until end of turn. And the reminder text is, you expend 4 as you spend your 4th total mana to cast spells during a turn.
Oh, cool. So this is more encouragement to play your spells in your first main.
I guess so.
So turn 3, Brambleguard Veteran. Turn 4, play a 4-drop, hit with a 4/5 Vigilance, Brambleguard Veteran.
This is going to force me to track things in a way that I'm not used to.
Yeah.
But I suppose you can just look at how much tapped mana you have? No, that's not going to be reliable. That's actually going to make it a lot worse for me. Out of curiosity, did the Lilypad Village enter tapped? It does not. Okay, that's hopeful. Next up, Full Art Plains.
Very nice. The lands are very cool.
They are. I like this. It feels sun-dappled, possibly because it literally is sun-dappled. Our first rare, Fecund Green Shell. For 3 green, you get a 4/6 elemental turtle with reach. As long as you control 10 or more lands, creatures you control get +2/+2.
Whoa.
Okay. Okay. Whenever Fecund Greenshell or another creature you control with toughness greater than its power enters, look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card, you may put it onto the battlefield tapped, otherwise put it into your hand.
So I'm going to go back to whatever that ability does in a moment, but I had incredibly big, there's one fewer stair on the staircase feeling, reading enters.
Yes.
Enters.
Yes, and then you just like slam your foot onto the floor way harder than you would onto another step.
Yeah.
Because your brain, like, yeah.
Also, this is the first pack of Bloomburrow. There's a peek behind the curtain. This is the first crack-a-pack we've recorded. This is the first pack of Bloomburrow that we've opened, that I've been present for, and this card would not have been able to have this much rules text
Right.
if it had the words "the battlefield" on it as well.
Yeah, it's kind of packed to the gills, isn't it?
Yeah. Do turtles have gills? Maybe elementals have gills.
Maybe elementals do have gills.
So wait, what does this do? When this or any other creature with toughness greater than power enters, you look at the top card of your library. If it's a land, you just ramp. You put it into play tapped. Otherwise, you draw. You don't draw, but you draw the card. What?
Yeah, and then if you have 10 or more lands, so it ramps you into like an Anthem effect, as long as you're playing like 1/3s.
And it's got it's a 4/6 with reach for 5.
Yeah, I am for one. I'm glad they put the reach at the top of the text box,
Yeah.
so that I can feel extra stupid when I just blunder a Welkin turn into it.
Could you make the card somehow emit a large glowing bow and arrow?
Yes,
Is that a thing
that would be
possible?
super handy.
This gets into my tree folk deck. It's not a tree folk, but
like,
everything in that deck
honorary tree folk.
is toughness greater than
Maybe
power.
you can have someone alter it so that there's a tree growing off its shell.
Yeah, it's covered in plants already. Oh my god, it's Venusaur.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, what were we saying?
We reverse engineered its playtest name.
Neat.
Ooh, Steel Burr Champion. 2 and a white gets you a 1/1 mouse soldier. Okay, what's going on here? Offspring, 1 and a white. Vigilance. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature.
Whoa.
Okay, so you pay 5 mana for it to get a 2/1/1s with Vigilance.
Yeah.
And whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature.
This is from the commander decks.
Okay.
It's
Interesting.
very cool. Also, every token from Offspring, every token, because Offspring makes the same creature but a 1/1, so a smaller version, so an Offspring, a kid.
Right.
And every token that they've made for these is amazing.
Yeah, I'm gonna feel real weird lightning bolting this thing's baby right
Yeah.
in front of it.
Uh-huh.
But you know, I will every time. Mm-hmm. Clement, the Worry Ward. Oh, this is from the story.
Oh.
This is Mabel's husband. For 1 green blue, you get a 3/3 frog druid. Vigilance. Whenever Clement the Worry Ward or another creature you control enters, return up to 1 target creature you control with lesser mana value to its owner's hand. Frogs you control have tap, add blue or green. Spend this mana only to cast a creature spell. I love these. I love
Great.
when green creatures like bounce something back to your hand every turn.
Yeah. That's very cool. And
Yeah.
it's up to, so you don't
have to.
Yeah, you don't have to keep flickering your Worry Ward. He's so concerned. All right, awesome. Also, this looks gorgeous. This
Yeah,
showcase variant is.
I do like these showcase borders. They are very watercolory.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
What?
Liliana of the Dark Realms. What? Okay. 2 black for a 3 loyalty planeswalker. It's Liliana. She's a squirrel now.
Have you seen the? So this is a cycle. Liliana is not on Bloomburrow. She's not.
okay.
From a storyline perspective, she's not actually there. This is a set. You can see it down there. Imagine Critters. Which I assume is when you're casting Imagine Dragons with Offspring, and then you
Right.
get
You get a
you get the Imagine Critters.
Liliana of the Dark Realms. Was this a card that was calling out for a reprint?
I don't
What an
know,
odd selection.
but she's a squirrel now.
Yeah.
That's very cool. All right, sweet.
Liliana of the legendary Fumble. +1. Search your library for a swamp card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. -3. Target creature gets +X/+X or -X/-X until end of turn, where X is the number of swamps you control. And -6. You get an emblem with swamps you control. Have tap, add black.
And she's a squirrel now.
And she's a squirrel now.
Okay. That's amazing. What's our last card?
Our last card is Season of Loss. Season of Loss.
This is loss?
This is loss.
Okay.
3 black sorcery. Choose up to 5 paw prints worth of modes. You may choose the same mode more than once. For 1 paw print, each player sacrifices a creature.
Good.
For 2 paw prints, draw a card for each creature you controlled that died this turn. For 3 paw prints, each opponent loses X life, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Ooh. Okay.
So it's you pick up to 5 paws. So you could do the first one 5 times.
Yeah.
Or you could do the first one 3 times and then the second one. Wild. That's what a fascinating and adorable mechanic. Based on the 0 knowledge of the set that we have, and assuming a world wherein you're drafting from a set of collector boosters.
Clement.
Great.
Clement the Worrywart.
Easy.
Easy.
Deal.
Easy for me.
Done.
And then he and all his buddies are going to die to Season of Loss.
Terrific.
He and everyone he worried about.
He was correct to worry.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks, Cameron, for joining me for cracking this collector booster of Bloomburrow.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Hopefully you've been enjoying the pre-release, and please, like and subscribe and all that good stuff on the channel. I've been Graham. James has been on tech. Cameron's been here. Matt edits these, and Heather gets them online. Thanks for watching, everybody.